What's up, everybody? This is another episode of SPORTS-REUBEN-LIFE. This is Ruben here, and I'm going to jump right into it. The Oakland Raiders, can they make the Super Bowl? I know it's a far-fetched idea, but hear me out, okay? But first, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments. I want to hear your opinion. Am I off base? Is this a good video, bad video? You guys let me know. Tell me what you think. Okay, so the Oakland Raiders beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and you say to yourself, okay, Ruben, it doesn't matter. The Cincinnati Bengals haven't won a game all year. However, the way that they beat the Cincinnati Bengals, it's what makes me think that they could possibly be a team that could make it to the Super Bowl. Let me tell you why. Number one, right? When you look at the young players, the youth, the inexperience that they have, they're putting together victories with these people that don't have experience. So how is that being done? By excellent coaching, strategy, preparation, and they're beating teams that they're supposed to beat. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They're 6-4. They're tied for first place with the Kansas City Chiefs. They crept up on the Chiefs, right? That has a lot to do with John Gruden. A lot of people doubted him, including myself. Was he going to be able to get this season on track and get them in a winning mode? In other words, was he going to be able to move forward and put the whole Antonio Brown situation behind him, right? Was he going to be able to move past that and focus on winning this year? And it seems like they're figuring out the winning ways with youth and a couple of key players that are doing the right things at the right time, right? And I'm going to give you another example. I'm going to give you somebody else in the team here, right? You have Derek Carr, right? Derek Carr went 25 for 29 for 292 yards, right? Dude, that's like, dang, that's almost perfect. So when you look at his performance at the quarterback position, right, which means you're getting the most out of your offensive possessions, right? It's a very key thing, and you should take notes on this, that they're playing fundamental football, right? Now you say you beat the Cincinnati Bengals, but to go 25 of 29 against any team is very difficult. Quarterbacks have a hard time. Defenses are very sophisticated, and the quarterbacks are studied, and it's not like, Derek Carr is not like in a honeymoon stage with the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr has been playing in the NFL for over 6 years now, right? So they know, they have the book on him. They know what he's going to do. What can you expect from him, right? Then you have that, right? Then on the defensive side, you have a rookie lineman that got 4 sacks today, right? 4 sacks. He only had 2.5 the whole year. Now he has 6.5. His name is Crosby. He's a rookie, right? How is a rookie getting to the quarterback of an NFL team? Now, I know we keep thinking it's the Cincinnati Bengals, right? But a lot of the reason why a rookie defensive lineman who maybe wasn't as touted as high as, say, some other marquee, because this is the first time I've actually heard of this guy, right? But that's not to say that he's not a talented player. It's just saying that this guy is succeeding partly based on his ability, but also the system that they're in, right? It almost makes me think a little bit about what's happening in New England, where they take players that are not as highly touted or talented, and they make the best out of each one of them. So in other words, they try to identify what their strength is, and they try to build a system, or they try to adjust to what they're doing so that that person specifically can be maximized, right? So if you're not paying, so in other words, if you pay like a Khalil Mack, he can fit into any system. He's going to succeed. He's physically gifted. He knows the game of football. He's a field general. He's very good, right? That guy, you're going to plug and play anywhere, right? Anywhere he can fit in, right? Any team would love to have that guy, right? But then you have these other players that don't necessarily have the same abilities or experience or knowledge, and so you kind of have to help them along, and you have to bring them up to speed. That's true in all of football, right? For that matter, all of sports. So that being said, this was a very interesting game. The Oakland Raiders did a lot of impressive things this year, this game. And, you know, again, this late in the season, Derek Carr is even getting more accurate. Derek Carr is completing over 74% of his passes, okay? 74%. That's impressive for anybody, okay? Essentially, 3/4 of every ball that he throws gets caught, right? Every time that he throws, you know, he's completing roughly 75% of a little bit less than 75%. That's tremendous, dude. That means, again, you're maximizing your offensive opportunities. And what that means is that people are catching the ball. They know he's going to throw it in the right spot. They know that he's going to make it work. So I like what happened in Oakland. I was very skeptical about if this season was even going to be anything. But they're 6-4, tied for first place. The game that's going to happen later on today, where the Kansas City Chiefs play the Los Angeles Chargers, that game is even more important now for the Chiefs. Before they were comfortably in first place. They weren't really threatened by the possibility of the Raiders coming in and supplanting their status amongst the division. But what happened? They crept up on them. If Kansas City loses, the Oakland Raiders take sole possession of first place. So I like what's happening over there. It seems like they kind of turned a corner in terms of being able to at least have like a winning mentality, right? I know they just beat the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 0-10 now, right? But like I pointed out, some of these other little details of nuances of what they did in the game tells me that they're on the right path, right? When your quarterback is completing passes at a high clip, he's healthy, he's not throwing a lot of interceptions, that tells you that the offense is running, right? That tells you that their running back is getting production, that he's getting the ball. The receivers are getting the ball. A lot of these players are no-name players. In other words, they're not notable. They're not quote-unquote famous yet, right? But they're making it work. 6-4 is a good record at this point in the season. They got 6 more games. It looks like 4 of the games they should be able to win on paper. Okay, you got 2 challenges, 2 tough ones, but they should be able to go 10-6, not with ease, but as expected. And if they're doing everything as they should, then they should be 10-6, a lock in for a playoff spot, right? Lock in for a playoff spot. They could get themselves in a good, you know, make a little playoff run there. So and if they win out, that's 12-4. That could, you know, first or second seed in the playoffs. It's possible, right? I was skeptical. I'm a doubter, but now I can see that Chucky's ways, you know, he's coaching up all these rookies. He's building a winning philosophy. And I'll just end it with this real quick. In his post-game speech, John Gruden was talking about the fans in the black coat being as crazy as him. So I thought that was very interesting. I love the fact that he went there with that. I just like that. I like what he's doing there. Bring it there, take it there. He you know, so anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. I'd really prefer the comments and the interaction, right? Engagement, interaction with it. That really is what I think I appreciate the most amongst all the other things that you guys watching, subscribing, all that good stuff. Talk to you guys later. Bye.